do some abs and stretching, so mostly abs and core. So the important thing with doing core is you don't want to hurt your low back. So I'll be giving adjustments. This is not really a beginner's abs class, or if you have low back problems, this is probably not your jam today. So these are going to be a little bit more intense, not like high impact or anything, but they are a little more intense. Abs, a lot of plank, stuff like that. If you want to try some, but if you want to wait for a more beginner's class, I'll do that another day. So you can use weights for this, or a medicine ball. You see I have a medicine ball, or like a light dumbbell you can use, or you don't have to use any weights at all. You do need a mat. You don't have to have a cat unless you want one. So we're going to first start standing, and we're going to just crunch elbow to opposite knee. And you really want to warm up your abs doing this, okay? So we're not just stabbing our knee with our elbow. Crunch in, so you can see the difference of pulling my belly button in, versus just lifting my legs up, okay? So crunch it. I have my hands on my shoulders so that I'm not pulling my neck down. I'm just really pulling my abs in and bringing my opposite ribs to my opposite hips. So this rib to that hip, this rib to that hip. Make sense? So we're just warming up the abs before we go to the floor, getting some standing abs in. Keep breathing and pull that belly button in. Keep the ribs down, so you don't want your ribs to be popping up. So we're pulling down with the upper abs as well. And keep breathing. 2 more here. 1 more. And then from here, we're just going to come to the side and to the side. So we're getting a stretch as we go to the side, but we're also crunching in. Crunch here, crunch here. So pull. So my elbows are not pulling, but my obliques are pulling me to the side. You also get a stretch on the other side as you do it. Bonus. And my knees are just relaxed. Abs are tight, so I'm keeping my abs tight throughout the whole thing. Good, 2 more here. And then a gentle rotation. Did I do 1 or 2? Do 2. Gently rotate here. So you're not going to swing uncontrollably. Just loosening up the back. And 1 more here. Good. And now we're going to go to the floor, so I'm going to lower this so you can see me better on the mat. Baby. Moving furniture. There we go. All right. So first come on to all fours for cat and cow. You're going to pull the belly button in and drop it out. Belly button in. And even as you relax your abs down, you're not really relaxing them all the way. So you're not letting them hang without holding on to them. So you're still keeping your abs tight as you go down. We're just stretching out the low back. And then bring it up. There you go. And it feels good. One more here. Alrighty. Now come into a plank. So you can go on your forearms or your hands. I'm just going to go on my forearms for now, just so my wrists don't bother me. You can go from your hands as well. That's fine. Whatever works for you. So you want to keep your hips squared forward and flat. So no butt up, no butt down. Okay? Just flat. Hold it there. Look right at your fingertips so your head is in neutral, your neck is in neutral. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and breathe. Keep the belly button tight. Make sure you're breathing. You don't want to hold your breath while you're doing it. So we're just starting a plank to get warm. Planks are really interesting to watch, aren't they? Now, so, you know, put on some music. You can just watch me do it. You don't have to hear me babble. And breathe. And then come on down, stretch it out in a nice child's pose. Because that also feels good. All right, and then come on to, actually have a seat. So, hands behind you. Just gonna bring the knees in and out. In and out. We're still just getting everything going. So if it hurts your low back, just don't bring your legs out as far, or you can bring them higher up in the air. Or you can bring them all the way out. You can have your hands off the mat, whatever works. You just want to keep those abs controlled, belly in, and keep breathing. Two more, and one more. Good. So now either using a weight or a medicine ball. I'm going to use my medicine ball, but you can use a dumbbell or no weight at all. Knees together, feet together. Just going to do a Russian twist. So lean back, keep the abs engaged, and twist and twist. You can bring your feet up if you like, or you can keep them down. Whatever works for you. Try to keep your knees and feet together. And breathe. Eeps. Two more. One more. And hug it in. So you'll hear me eeps, that means I'm falling down. Okay, so we're gonna come onto our backs for dead bugs, with or without the weight, okay? So you can, hands up and knees up. You can add the weight or not. We're just gonna bring the legs out, arms overhead, and back in. Head stays down. We're gonna do a couple straight here. And then in two more, we're gonna add the diagonal. So we're gonna bring our legs out to the right and our arms over to the left. And then to the other side. If that doesn't make sense, just do it straight. You don't have to look over your shoulder. I was just looking to see if you could tell what I was doing on camera. Not really. I'll show you this way. So, like that to the side, arms over to the side. But keep your head down. Oops. My head just hit the floor. I rolled off the mat. And again, if it bothers your low back, keep your legs up higher, or don't extend them out as far. You can keep them bent. This one's nice because you don't have to keep your head up so your neck is nice and relaxed. And it's working a lot of abs. All the abs. Two more each way. One more. And then relax it down. All right. So we're going to come into plank. This one, if you can do it from your hands, do it from your hands. So we're going to bring our leg out to the side. So my right leg is coming towards my right hand. And then my left leg is coming. So basically my knee is trying to get towards my elbow. And I'm using my heel. I'm going to keep my toes up so I can go a little further. If you go with your toes, that's fine. Whatever you can do. You may not be able to get your knee towards your elbow or all the way up there. That's fine. Whatever you can do is good. Just try to keep the abs tight. Nothing else is really moving. I'm not shifting forward. belly button tight, and breathe. It's easier to breathe when you're chit-chatting. So I'll just chit-chat with you. You can pretend you're chit-chatting with me. If you're slipping on your mat, take your socks off, which I might do in a minute. Or you can wear shoes, of course. One more each way. One must. And then bring it down, stretch it out. Crack, crack, crack. All right, from here we're gonna do bird dogs. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Crunch it in and out. So the core includes the back, because that's also part of your stabilizing core. So we're working on the back here, working on the balance, right brain, left brain. Watch out, kitty cat crossing. Momo's gonna maybe eat the iPad. Oh, that's little one, never mind. She might eat the iPad too. 2 more. 1 more. And switch sides. All right, and crunch it in. She's sitting right next to the iPad, so she might not knock it down. But if she does, I'll just adjust it. Keep the abs tight. Three more. 2. And 1. Excellent. Come onto your backs. For a bicycle, nothing fancy, but we're gonna do it nice and slow. So elbow to opposite knee, slow and controlled. And if it bothers you low back, you can just bring elbow to opposite knee here, or keep your knees more bent here. Whatever works. Good. Again, try not to pull on your neck. Two more. And 1 more. And then hug it in. And just roll back and forth. Loosen up the low back a little bit. All right, you're gonna have your feet up in the air, hands by your hips. Flex your feet, we're just gonna lift our hips up towards the ceiling, trying to bring the legs straight up and down. That's it. You can push a little bit with your hands, and that's fine. If this is not in your realm, you can just roll it up here, okay? Keep breathing. Three more. 2. And 1. All right, with your legs still up in the air. If your hamstrings are tight and you can't straighten them all the way, just keep them bent. It's not a big thing. So hands by your sides, out a little bit. We're gonna do windshield wipers, so you come from one side to the other. And then up. So you wanna control it, don't let your body like flop down to the floor. So control it as far as you can, pull it up. Again, you can have your knees bent. If you're taller and have longer legs, this lever is a lot harder. So you can keep your knees more bent and go from side to side. Luckily, I'm short. It gives me a bonus to do things like this. Makes it easier. I'd say a leg up, but that would be fun. Get it? I know, I'm by myself. I have to entertain myself here. Keep breathing. If you start to feel it in your low back, just stop. Feels nice. One more each way. Excellent. All right, we're going to do side planks. Oh, that's a hairdo. Why? Because no one is here to tell me not to or to complain about them, even though everyone hates side planks. So you get to do them with me. So I just realized that sometimes people, their feet bother them. I didn't even think about that. So you can stagger your feet if your ankles are smashing into each other and that's the part that hurts. That's not supposed to be the part that hurts, okay? So you can just stagger them or you can go from your knees. All right, so we're just gonna lift and lower to start, up and down. You wanna keep your elbow right under your shoulder. If it's out here, it's gonna put too much strain on your shoulder, and also that's not what we're working. So we're working the obliques here. Again, I'm short, so it makes it a little easier for me than a taller person with longer legs. Ha ha ha. You can reach stuff. You can see over people's heads. I cannot. But things like this and push-ups are easier for me because I'm short. That's the bonus. Oops. Rolling over. 2 more here. 1 more. All right, so from here, bend your knees, hands behind your head. Oh, actually, you're not gonna bend your knees, sorry. Straighten your legs, and then we're gonna crunch up and down. Both knees are coming in, and we're coming to the side a bit. So your knees aren't coming straight in, they're coming up, and we're crunching up to the side. If this doesn't work for you, you can just bring one leg up at a time, okay? So you can bring the top leg up, and then on the other side, you'll use the other top leg. And you do roll back a little bit on this so that you don't, so that your legs can come up, so you're not directly on the side of your hip. 2 more here. All right. Then we're just gonna hold that side plank. So we're on the same side. We're just gonna hold it, reach up if you can, and just hold, hold, hold. And we'll switch sides. And come on down. And then we're going to lift and lower. Up and down. You can have your hand on the floor if that helps. If you find that you're sliding and your elbow is creeping up towards the top of the mat, just readjust it. Two more here. And then bring it down, hand behind your head, and crunch it up. And breathe. And think happy thoughts. almost done with side planks. Two more here. Last one. And then come up into just a regular old boring old side plank. Come on up and hold it. I wasn't kidding when I said boring. This is when you start talking amongst yourselves, making a list of things that you need to do with the rest of your day in your head. Planning mean things to do to me next time you see me. Whatever you gotta do. And 3, and 2, and 1. Excellent. So let's come into just a regular plank position. Alrighty. So you're gonna be on your forearms for this because we're gonna shift forward and back. So here we are, and we're shifting our body weight forward and back. So you're rolling, pushing forward on your toes. Keeping the abs tight. Good. If you're sliding, just adjust your feet. My socks are slippery. And 3, and 2, and 1, and come on down and stretch it out. All right, back on your backs. Okay, so we're going to do dead bugs again, straight out, but we're going to bring our legs out and together. So, hands by your hips. Oh, no, I lied. Not. You can do it with your hands by your hips if the dead bugs are too hard this way. So we're going to bring them out and together, okay? Out and together. If it goes into your low back at all, hands by your hips and together. Make sense? You fused myself on that one. So either dead bugs with the hands, or just bring the knees in and out and the legs in and out. Whatever works for you without messing with your low back. Again, you can keep your legs bent so they won't go out as far, or you can bring them up higher so it goes into your back less. But again, you don't need to use the arms if it's going into your back right away, okay? Or you can do straight up dead bugs too, but whatever you want. Keeping those abs tight, keep breathing. Try to keep your back neutral, so you don't want to press it into the floor and you don't want it to bounce up towards the ceiling. So where it starts is how you want it to stay throughout the whole exercise. So like a normal natural arch in it, and keep the belly button tight. And 3, 2, and 1. And hug it in. All right. So this is going to add a little bit of glutes in it too, because, you know, why not? So you're going to have one leg up, one leg down. You're going to lift your hips up. Bring that leg out to the side without rolling your hips. Up and lower. Up, out, up, and lower. So if your hips roll, it'll look like that, okay? So you're going to keep your hips pointed to the ceiling the whole time, and you just go out as far as you can without them shifting. And you're pressing through the base heel, so you're getting that glute. And do whatever you want with your hands. You can have them down.
3 more here. 2 more. And 1. And switch. Oops. Now cross it over first. My mind went here anyway. So my left leg was on the floor, my right leg was up. I'm putting my right foot down, left leg over. Pull it up for a quick figure 4 stretch. Stretch out that glute. My body just wanted to do that before my brain knew it wanted to do that, so we're doing that. Sometimes that's how things work in my world. That just feels good too. Also known as the figure ouch stretch, as we know. All right, so now my right leg is down, so I just switched legs. Left leg is up. You're gonna bring it up, out, up, and down. Again, keeping those hips pointed to the ceiling. Good. Keep breathing. Good, 3 more here. 2, and 1. Good. Left foot down, right foot across. Pull it up for a figure 4. Alrighty. Bottoms of your feet together in a butterfly stretch. So the knees are dropping out to the sides. We're going to have arms overhead. Come on up for a full sit-up. Sit all the way up nice and tall and slowly back down. Try to keep the knees from pulling in together. So we're taking out a little bit of the hip flexor action by doing it. So it's a little harder. You're tough, you can do it. Good, nice and slow and controlled. And if you can't do a full sit-up, you're welcome to just do a crunch here. That's fine. Three more. 2 more. And 1. And then just pull it in and get a nice stretch while you're up here. See? I'm not mean. And breathe. All right, we're going to go back into a plank from your hands, and then where we came up to the outside of our elbows before, we're going to go under to the opposite. You'll see, it'll be great. So, in plank, I'll show you. So you're going to come across, okay, and across. So your brain is going to be like, all right, let's go. That's not the idea, okay? So you want to keep the plank low and just bring it across. And you can go from your toe or your heel. You just bring that elbow, the knee towards the elbow, or whatever. Bottom part to top part, and underneath. So if you can come across just like that, that's fine. You don't have to go all Spider-Man-y, but you can if you want to. If you can do it, great. If not, no worries. Keeping the abs tight. You can always just do a plank if this is silly and not in your wheelhouse. Whatever. judging. Or you could just be sitting having a cup of coffee and giggling at me doing this. That's fine too. I mean, it's not Netflix, but it's something. 2 more. Uno más. And come on down and stretch it out. This is the best part. Reach your hands forward, get a nice stretch in those shoulders. And breathe. All right. On you go back again. Ouch. Got a couple more things to do and then we'll end with a nice stretch, okay? So, legs up in the air. Left hand behind your head. See, elbow. And I'm gonna reach to the opposite toe. I'm not reaching my toe, as you can see. That's right. I'm reaching in the direction of my toe. I'm getting my foot. You might get your ankle or your shin. You don't want to pull with your neck. So you just want to pull those abs together to bring you up. That's it. 2 more. Bring it down, let your neck relax, roll your head back and forth. Because even though we weren't pulling on our necks were doing some work. Legs up again, other hand behind, and reach up to the other foot. Good. And breathe. Again, if your hamstrings are tight and you can't keep your legs straight, just bend them. Good. Two more. And relax your head down. So with your legs up, you're going to have your hands behind your head. We're going to crunch up using the abs. So we're pulling up with the ribs, like so my ribs are coming down. My hands are here for support. I'm going to elbow to opposite leg here. The other leg is coming down. So it's like a bicycle, but with the legs straight. Again, try not to pull on your neck. And we're just bringing my opposite ribs to my opposite hips. So my left rib cage is coming towards my right hip bone. And vice versa. No. Yeah, vice versa. And the other alternate. Good. Keep breathing. Two more. One more each way. And hug it. All right. So let's just stretch. Pull your legs up. Keep your hips down. We're going to have one leg up and one leg down. So you want to pull this leg towards you just gently. You don't want to pull it too far. You know, if it's really hurting you, just relax it. You can bend it a little bit. If you can't reach it, if you can't get high enough to reach it, you can put a towel around your ankle and pull it up so you don't strain anything. Just trying to get a hamstring stretch. If this doesn't work, you can always just sit on the floor with your feet, legs out straight in front of you and reach towards your toes. All right, relax that leg a little bit and flex your foot. If you can grab your toes, again, I'm short, I can grab my toes. If you cannot, don't worry about it. Just flex your foot. This way you get a little bit of a calf stretch too, which is nice. Or torture, depending on how you see things. Alrighty. Cross that right foot over the left knee again. We're gonna do another figure four stretch. Hands underneath. So you can have your hands under the left knee or above the left knee, whatever works. Above, you get a little bit of a deeper stretch, but you'll still feel it either way. And if you don't, good on you, because I always feel this. And breathe. Alrighty, and then bring your left leg down, right foot on top of your left knee. Bring your left knee over to the left side, right arm out and look over your right shoulder. Nice low back stretch. You just go as far as you can comfortably. You don't have to touch the floor, whatever works for you. Stretching is not a competitive sport. And then back to the center. Nice and easy. Left leg up, or the other leg, whatever leg you were using. Pull it in for that hamstring stretch. Go as far as you can comfortably, and hold it and breathe. And then relax it a bit and flex your foot. My calves are sore. All right, cross that left foot over your right knee. Pull the right knee in. Again, a little less stretch here, a little more stretch here. Breathe. Think happy thoughts. Alrighty. Bring that leg down, cross the knee over, look over your left shoulder. And breathe. And then come back to the center. Carefully sit up. So you can butterfly stretch or frog stretch, whichever you prefer. So bottoms of your feet together, knees out, hold on to your ankles and just lean forward. Try to bring your chest down towards your feet. I'm pushing down on my knees with my elbows also to get a better stretch because I'm very tight here. And then let's go into a runner's lunge so we get some hip flexor stretch as well. So hands on the inside of your feet, back leg is straight. Try to push the back hip towards the floor. You can tighten the back glute. So my right leg is back, so I'm tightening my right glute or butt cheek and getting a nice hip flexor stretch. And might I say, ouch. Nice is a relative term. Just keep breathing, hold it there for a few more seconds. Alrighty, and then switch sides. Right leg is forward, left leg is back. Let that left hip go towards the floor. Tighten your left glute or butt cheek and oof. Keep breathing. And a couple more seconds. Alrighty. Beautiful. So let's have a seat. And I'm just gonna bring your hands forward, round out that upper back, lean into it, stretch out the whole back. And then bring your hands behind. Pull your hands back. I'm clasping my hands. If you can clasp your hands, that's great. If not, just have your arms out to the side. And look up to the ceiling. Open up the chest and the shoulders and the neck. And breathe. And then roll the shoulders back. And then roll the shoulders forward. And then just carefully bring your ear towards your shoulder. And just let it relax. And then come up to the center. And then the other side. And back to the center. And we're all done. Hope you're all feeling well. Hope that was a good, nice ab workout for you. I do have classes on Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. If you're interested, you can message me and let me know. And I can give you all the information. And foot shot. And other than that, I will see you soon. All right, thanks, bye.